I spoke to the chairman of the West Oxfordshire Conservatives this morning, and I've just come from a meeting with my staff here in Witney, and I've met with my constituency staff in London. Look, I thought about this long and hard over the summer, and I've decided the right thing to do is to stand down as the Member of Parliament for Witney. There'll be a by-election. I'll give the Conservative candidate my full support. But in my view, with modern politics, with the circumstances of my resignation, it isn't really possible to be a proper backbench MP as a former Prime Minister. I think everything you do will become a big distraction and a big diversion from what the government needs to do for our country. And I support Theresa May. I think she's got off to a great start. I think she can be a strong Prime Minister for our country, and I don't want to be that distraction. I want Witney to have a new MP who can play a full part in parliamentary and political life without being a distraction. I want to thank everybody here in West Oxfordshire who've been so supportive. It has been a great honour and privilege to serve this area and to serve these brilliant people. I'm going to go on living locally. I'll go on supporting the local causes and local charities that make this such a great place in our country. But obviously I'm going to have to start to build a life outside Westminster. I hope I'll continue to contribute in terms of public service and, of course, contribute to this country that I love so much. Well, I spoke to Theresa May and she was very understanding about this decision. I support her. I support what she's doing. She's got off to a cracking start. Obviously, I'm going to have my own views about different issues. People would know that. And that's really the point. As a former Prime Minister, it is very difficult, I think, to sit as a backbencher and not be an enormous diversion and distraction from what the government's doing. I don't want to be that distraction. I want Witney to have an MP that can play a full role in parliamentary and political life in a way that I think I would find very difficult, if not impossible. Well, I haven't made firm decisions. I need to look at all of that. The only firm decision I've made is to leave the House of Commons and stop being an MP. As I say, with a heavy heart, because I've loved the job, but I don't think it works for a former Prime Minister who resigned in my circumstances and with all the new government needs to do. But issues for the future, I'll decide them in the future, and hopefully, as I say, continue to make some service and some public service contribution to this country. I'll want to continue campaigning on the local, national and indeed international issues that were part of my Prime Ministership, where I think we made some good progress, but there's still a lot more to be done.